Ghana, South Africa, Inter Milan won, Arsenal nil. And I'm here with
Yeah, Kingsley Waki from Enimba FM.
Kingsley Woke from Eyimba FM. You're welcome to the show. um, defeat at the San Siro, not the results we wanted.
Yes, is let me say back-to-back defeat for Arsenal now, and for me, it's not really something the Arsenal fans and the Arsenal as a team will be looking forward to because it has not really been a very good few weeks for the Arsenal side, and for me, it was a bad result today. We have seen an Arsenal side that to create chances is a problem now. Even to score goals is a problem, and I don't know where the problem is coming from. When the season started, it's not like they were scoring lots of goals, but at least they were winning matches. They were scoring goals, but this time around, it's very difficult to even put the ball in the back of the net. So it was a very, very poor game today. Even though they controlled the ball, but it's not about controlling the ball. It's all about making use of the ball when you have the ball. They couldn't do so much having the ball, and Inter Milan were satisfied sitting back, especially in the second half, because when they scored in the first half, ending of the first half, in the second half they just defended, and the crosses that Arsenal were throwing at them, they were defending the crosses very, very well, and nothing happened.
We lack creativity though. It's obvious. Like we've seen it in so many games this season. Some games we even rely on set pieces to win. Going for, I think Trossard has not been able to give us that.
I think since we lost Martin Odegaard, I think it's been very, very difficult scoring goals. I think Saka, Odegaard, they have always been the creativity in the Arsenal side, but missing Odegaard for weeks now, or let me say for months now, has been very, very tough for the Arsenal side. Saka cannot do it all alone. I think anytime he's not in the game, Arsenal tend to suffer. Anytime he's not creating something, Arsenal tend to suffer. And that is what has been happening to the Arsenal side in recent weeks. And for me, I don't really buy the idea of having one creative player. I think we could have had two or three or four or five in the side, but these days we rely so much on Odegaard, and it's not actually very, very good. And he's hitting on the Arsenal side now because without him, we can't score, we can't create something. Without him, we can't even do anything. So, but it's good he's back. He played today a few minutes, and let's hope for the future. I think this weekend is against Chelsea, so let's hope he can be able to bring something to the Arsenal side that we have been missing for a few weeks now.
Okay, let's go further in the game. There was a penalty shout in the first half. Jan Sommer on Mikel Moreno. What do you think about that situation?
Well, I think on a normal day or maybe in a league game, it could have been given. I think the referee did not really do anything about it. He concluded that it was it a corner kick or something like that? But
Goal kick.
a goal kick, exactly. And VAR had to also check it, but they didn't really pay so much attention to it, and they decided it was not a goal. But in a normal day, I've seen incidents like that being given as a penalty because someone did not really get the ball. He got the head of Mikel Merino, and for me, on a normal day, or maybe another referee would have given that as a penalty to the Arsenal side.
Another VAR officials would have given that as a penalty too, because VAR also checked.
Yeah, they checked, and they deemed it not a penalty. So I think they know the game better than us, and we only have to complain, but they didn't just give it.
I feel Mikel Merino is not yet ready. Talking about the pace of our game, and I don't know. He's big. He's built in a type of way that you understand what I mean. He's built. He's built ready, but he doesn't look ready.
Yeah, he doesn't look ready. I think him having an injury when he came to the Arsenal side, I think he slowed his progress to the side. I think Ateta would have liked to use him immediately, but the injuries and all that had to delay him playing for Arsenal. And I think he came from a league that is the tempo is very slow, so he's trying to acclimatize and all that. But I think he's not yet there. I think he's slow. He's always going for the second ball instead of the first ball. He's always going for the ball, and for his body language is not really there. It's not really that sharp. I think it will take weeks for him to really get to the rhythm of the Arsenal side. And for now, he's not really in as an Arsenal player, but he's still our player. We have to support him.
We have to support him actually. Yeah.
And maybe what I want Ateta to do is bring him in second half of games, especially very important games. Bring him in the second half, and also what he can also do is maybe play him in cup games also for now, because starting him in all these important games, I think it's not working out.
But I feel if Rice was actually fit today, Marino wouldn't have started the game.
Yeah, maybe he wouldn't have started because, but we have also seen Ateta start Party, start Rice, and start Merino. So well, he needs to start playing actually because we still need him in future. We still need him because we need everybody to start playing and being on the same lane. So that is what we don't really have for now. I think the form we are in at the moment is not really something to be happy about. I pray it changes against Chelsea.
We went through this last season too. At some point last season, we couldn't score goals. We couldn't create anything.
I think last season one came was in November, December. This one came early, and if we can be able to maybe thank God the international break is coming very very soon, so we can use that to maybe do one or two things and maybe come back. But the game against Chelsea this weekend is a very important game. Arsenal should not lose that game.
Yeah, like I said earlier, lose today and win Chelsea for me. I'm very okay. I'm very okay.
Yeah, I think when the draw for the Champions League was made, I think this is those games I knew that we might not win. We might either draw or lose. So I'm not really surprised that we lost today. Just that the form of the side is not really encouraging. If at least we scored a goal today and lost even after scoring, it would have been better. But we are not scoring goals. Against Bournemouth, we did not score. Okay, we scored two against Liverpool. We didn't score against Newcastle, and today again we are not scoring. So it's not something we should be happy about. And for me, the game over the weekend will be very, very crucial. I think it's a game. It's a game that against a side that plays attacking football. So I think we should score against Chelsea. But are we going to win that game? That is what we'll have to wait on Sunday.
Let's talk about the fact that we tend to go into games and see the same thing from the manager. What do you think this manager can change? Like, what do you think he can do differently?
Yeah, I think defensively we are good. I think even when we are losing games, we are not losing games more than 2 goals. The last 2 games have been 1-0, 1-0. I think defensively we are good. I think the midfield is not really there at the moment. I think Declan Rice came back from the Euros somehow tired, something like that. Thomas Partey has been the only live wire in our midfield this season. Mikel Merino, Jorginho is not playing all games. I don't know why Ateta have decided not to be using him in games. I think he's a better option, but Ateta is not using him. And we having Odegaard injured is as another setback to the Arsenal midfield. I think he's that player that set the tempo for our midfield. He set the tempo. He likes pressing and all that. So, but these days we are not really seeing that in the Arsenal side. So for me, the midfield have not really been there. The attack is the worst. Kai Havertz cannot lead this attack. He will try. He can only try, but Kai Havertz is not the man to take us to the promised land. Ateta needs maybe January. He can even go to the market and spend that money in January. Gabriel Jesus complained after. Was it after the Bournemouth game or was it after the Carabao Cup game that he has not been playing so many games? But when you are playing, what are you doing when they give you the opportunity? It's not scoring goals, so it's a problem. So when you have these players not firing, even Trossard that we used to rely on to give us those goals, Trossard is not scoring goals. Martinelli, nobody is turning up at the moment, and for me, I don't know. I don't really know what the problem is. Maybe they need a break. Maybe the international break will come at the right time so that the players can be able to rest a little bit, and let's see where the problem is.
So now Odegaard is back. Who goes to the bench in the midfield?
Well, I don't know about Declan Rice this weekend. I don't know whether he will be fit for the weekend. But if Declan Rice will be fit this weekend, I think let's continue how we have been doing it. Partey, Rice, then Odegaard in midfield. Then anybody want to play in the attack, maybe Kai Havertz, it could be Martinelli or Trossard, then Bukayo Saka.
Who would you rather have on that left wing? Nelly or Trossard?
Martinelli is a hard worker. I know why Ateta always plays him, even when he's not scoring the goals. He helps in doing the defensive work. So I still prefer him. The only thing I have a problem with him is he goes so wide. See, come closer to the goal so that he can be able to have an opportunity to score goals. That is what Martinelli have not been doing this season. Come closer to goal and find a way and score goals. But for me, if we can have that 3 midfield, then the attack will be fine. If you can have Odegaard in that midfield, I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine for the weekend.
Fine. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.